Hello. I need to make a special announcement. I could have sent an email, could have blogged, could have put something on Twitter, could have stuck something on Facebook. I just figured that this was the best way of communicating something which is really very difficult. I figured I'd get your attention this way. The thing is that for the foreseeable future, I'm going to find life quite difficult. And I figured that the responsible thing to do would be to just advise people that I may possibly come into contact with, in meetings or on the telephone or in emails or what have you, or indeed, in the street. I just figured the responsible thing to do would be just to say, look, if that happens, you just need to be aware that things are just a little bit difficult for me at the moment. They're going to be difficult for the foreseeable future for quite some time, actually, and I know exactly when it's going to start, and I've got a reasonably good idea when it's going to finish too, and I know it's going to start tomorrow, quite early on. I'm fairly certain, I'm almost 100% sure it's going to start fairly early on tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning, Friday the 29th of January, is when the BBC makes an announcement, apparently, about who's going to write the song for the UK at this year's Eurovision. Like, that's going to make any difference. I realise that it's not the most important thing in the world. There are other things more important going on, but I figured that as much as I try and resist the Eurovision every year, it never works, and I might as well just succumb to it, submit to the thing, and in so doing advise you that that's what I'm doing. Now, the impact of all of this is quite straightforward. I do become extremely tetchy and extremely anxious. Everything is a big deal. I do like to make sure that everything is sorted out, obviously, and obviously I have a lot of things flying around in my head. So I'm not in any way involved in Eurovision, obviously, but still, that doesn't stop me worrying about it. And obviously, because of it, I will probably be quite tetchy. I may be sarcastic, patronising, condescending, sneery. I'm normally quite sneery, dismissive of a lot of things and people, often to people's faces, generally not very nice, really. So I figured that if I just warn you that I may possibly be like that, then if I am like that, you can't complain. It will go on until the evening of, late on Saturday the 29th of May, or possibly stretch into early Sunday the 30th of May, or in the unlikely event that the UK actually wins the Eurovision. We're not going to win, but if we do, we may possibly go into a whole different phase then. That will be when I get ridiculously overexcited and elated and terribly emotional. I mean, we don't really want to go there, but I just figured it's best to warn you. If you could go some way to be understanding and supportive during this difficult time, I'd be grateful. Thanks for your time.